Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new YouTube channel. I'm Take the Mick, and this is My Experience Explained, or Double XP. This week I'm going to take a look at Dead Rising 4. First up, how about we take a look at the character? So who exactly is the hero of this game? Frank. What do we know about this 52-year-old that loves fist bump, mini golf, and the occasional zombie slaying? Frank's character has changed quite dramatically since the first game. He was much more serious. Now they seem to have gone for a more silly approach, quipping. I feel like he acts more like the character would act in this game, to the point where he straight up denies fetch quests or leaves a man tied to a chair because he doesn't want to protect him. Towards the end of the game though, Frank's attitude can get a little grating. He pretty much repeats the same quips over and over, and as you start to get invested in the story, Frank still doesn't. It makes me think, how many times exactly did the developers watch the Deadpool movie? For the most part, it feels like it could have been kind of an add-on to Dead Rising 3. It felt like they upgraded the menu system a little bit and added a power suit. But for the most part, there's no babysitting missions. One thing that I really enjoyed is not having to cart every single survivor back to the safe house like you do in previous titles. Same as the time, I never really felt like I was on a time scale. I felt like I could roam around and do what I wanted, whenever I wanted. Though some missions will end if you don't do them in a sufficient time. At its core, the game is basically Frank beating the bad guys while trying to wipe out an entire town's worth of zombies. In my experience of the game ran completely smoothly for most of the game. Even when there was a lot of zombies on screen at the same time, setting them on fire, freezing them, blowing them up, and using all kinds of crazy weapons to do all kinds of chaos to these zombies, it ran smooth. I did have some problems with crashing towards the latter end of the game and where cutscenes would lose sound. But all in all, it never really did break my immersion. And that's my thoughts on the character. Right guys, let me ask you a question. Do you like damage, chaos, more health? Well, then you'll find that in one of my personal favourite parts of the game, the levelling system. The levelling system is stupid easy to level up. By the end of the game, I was level 60. The levelling system is broken up into 4 perk trees. Brawling. This makes your weapons last longer, deal more damage, few more crits, and it can even make the vehicles last a bit longer and do that little bit more damage. Next up we have Fortitude. This is where you increase your health, stamina, and damage resistance. Shooting, exactly what it says on the tin. All your guns get damage and accuracy increase. Survival. If you're anything like me, this will be where you spend most of your points. This one comes down to crafting, inventory size, and even sneaking. Now, regrettably, we turn to one of the worst factors of the game, in my opinion, the map. The map ranges from the iconic mall to the small town that surrounds it. I'm actually kind of surprised how small the map is. On Dead Rising 3 you didn't seem to have the biggest map, but you don't really feel like it's any bigger than. And sometimes you can feel like you're kind of walking down the same streets. If you're playing this game for any multiple length of time, you will find yourself roaming down the same streets over and over again, and they do get samey very quickly. Also, the random events that aren't very random. If you end up going down the same street more than once, you'll find that if there's a random event there, there's probably going to be another one. My biggest gripe about the game is that the map feels like a frame around the mall, and it's not very easy to navigate. You find out sometimes your mission will be all the way across the other side of the map, and you've got to get there, but there's no straight line. So you end up taking this whole roundabout route, which has you opening your map every 2 seconds to make sure you're going the right way. Where a simple line on the floor or a GPS system would have made this so much easier. Instead, I found myself opening the menu to listen to that damn Christmas song every 2 minutes. All in all, I'd really like to say something good about the map, but I can't. Instead of them giving you one large open map, I feel like they've given you 4 small areas and a mall, and each one has a massive gap in between, all made by one small road to each other. Right guys, let's talk about the summary. All in all, Dead Rising is a good game. It has its flaws, from collectibles being kind of hard to find in some places, and the map being, well, you know my opinion on the map. But it does have its good signs. Like, for the reason I bought the game, and probably the same reason you would buy the game, killing the zombies. And you do that in weird and wonderful ways. From an electric axe that makes you feel like Thor himself, to my personal favourite, the ice sword.
You're cue to die! Get it? Cue to die?
To be honest, they didn't change too much from Dead Rising 3 to Dead Rising 4. Sometimes it can feel like a glorified add-on, but if you're a fan of the series like me, it doesn't really matter too much. I completed it a couple of days ago and I'm still playing it now. It's just as fun, just to run around, do the odd little things that pop up, try to find the collectibles, and just kill zombies. Right guys, that's been my experience with Dead Rising 4. If you like the video, slap a like on it, subscribe, maybe even share it. I'd love to hear your comments about how I did on my very first video. If you have any questions, whack them in the comments below and I'll answer as many as I can. We've got more videos like this to come and some different ones I've got in the pipeline. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.